Are the Toronto Maple Leafs actually worse since making all their big trades? Let's take a look at some of the numbers and try to figure this out. I'm Anthony Bruno, and before we dive into everything, let's recap what the Leafs did leading up to the deadline. It all started with the Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari trade on February 17th. Then the Leafs acquired Jake McCabe and Sam Lafferty from the Blackhawks, followed that up by trading Rasmus Sandin to the Capitals for Eric Gustafsson and a first-round pick. Then they shipped Pierre Engvall to the Islanders for a third-round pick and capped off their big moves by acquiring Luke Schenn from the Canucks. Obviously, Toronto made a lot of changes in a short period of time. In the 55 games before the Ryan O'Reilly trade, the Leafs had a very good 33-14-8 record with a +40 goal differential. And at 5-on-5, they ranked 7th in the NHL in percentage of shot attempts, 5th in percentage of high danger scoring chances, and 3rd in expected goals for percentage. Pretty good underlying numbers courtesy of Natural Stat Trick. However, looking at the 15 games since the O'Reilly trade, the Leafs are 9-5-1 with a +6 goal differential, which is solid, but the other numbers are very concerning. Over their last 15 games at 5-on-5, the Leafs ranked 23rd in the NHL in percentage of shot attempts, 24th in percentage of high danger scoring chances, and 25th in expected goals for percentage. So to put this in plain English, since Ryan O'Reilly and Noel Acciari first suited up for Toronto on February 18th, which was the first domino to fall in all the changes that ensued, the Leafs have had issues controlling the pace of games, have been giving up a lot of high-quality scoring chances to their opponents, and haven't been nearly as dominant as they used to be at 5-on-5. Before every Leaf fan starts to panic, I do think there are several reasons to explain why this is happening. First of all, there's been a lot of roster turnover and a lot of line juggling. The forward lines and defense pairings seem to change every single night, especially on the blue line where the Leafs have a million defensemen, and I still don't know why they kept them all. Sheldon Keefe has done a lot of experimenting with his lineup, and who can blame him? He's trying to figure out what combinations work best, and time is on his side, since the Leafs have known for months they'll be playing the Lightning in the first round of the playoffs, and maybe that has led to some complacency as well. Ryan O'Reilly has also been out with a broken finger and has now missed the last 7 games, which has obviously complicated things. And in the 15 games since the O'Reilly trade, the Leafs have also played 3 back-to-backs, which are always tough to deal with. What has helped the Leafs during this 15-game span is that they've had the 4th best power play in the league, and their team save percentage at 5-on-5 is 10th in the NHL. But saying all that, you do not want this trend to continue, because you don't want to get outplayed at 5-on-5 and have to rely on your power play and goaltending in a 7-game series against the Tampa Bay Lightning, who have been to 3 Stanley Cup finals in a row. That is completely unreliable as an approach and a recipe for disaster. Maybe the Leafs are going to be totally fine and figure out their ideal lineup and win most of their remaining 12 games this season, but I'm going to be paying very close attention to how this team plays and what the numbers look like down the stretch leading up to Game 1 against Tampa. Are you concerned about how the Leafs have played after making all their big trades? Or maybe you're a Leaf hater and this is all music to your ears. Let me know in the comments, and I'll see you in the next one.